just take in the music for this game, and it seems like it's like a Disney Pixar movie or just an animated movie that you're watching. Look, just listen to it. And I didn't even know the character on the screen. Can you change the feature character?
Speak. What is it you require?
But we're gonna talk about just different characters for this video, and now that I got access into the game, I've been playing for 2 days. I just wanted to come out with a little bit of a discussion video for this weekend. I'm talking about future DLC characters for 2022. This game is coming out later on in the year, but I'm not sure if they're going to drop DLC right away, depending on when the time frame is going to be. It might be this fall potentially for a release date, because the open beta, since this is the closed alpha, we still got what, 5 days left, I think 5-6 days for the closed alpha. The open beta is scheduled for July, sometime in July for this year. And I'm just gonna share my little list, and you guys will be able to see all the different characters that I mentioned throughout the video. That's gonna be in this list. This game has so many different characters. I'm not gonna keep it on this screen. I'm gonna show everybody the playable characters now that we can talk about the game and showcase it and have it on the screen for videos and more. I want to show everybody all the characters that's currently in the game, and we have one missing character that we cannot yet play with yet, for at least for now, for the closed alpha. Let's go to the lab. I just love the interface, the design of the menu. It just looks awesome. See, Bugs Bunny is one of my favorite characters. I just can't believe we have a game like this. I don't know, if you stand still long enough, he eats the carrot. But let's just bring up the menu. See how it's just designed? I just like the colors, the graphics. I'm playing this on PlayStation 5. You can practice with any character that you favor, at least from what's gotten revealed from the roster, and just take a look. I like Garnet. You see how the people that I've been playing with the most. Some of these characters are locked, like Batman and Stark. I have to get more coins for, but I've been playing with different variety of characters here in the lab, and just take a look at this roster. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got almost 16 characters. You got 15 at the most. See, the 16th character is Iron Giant, but he's not going to be playable until the open beta, at least from what the developers announced. But who saw Velma being in this game out of a Scooby-Doo rep to come out with Shaggy and be playable right off the bat? And just look, all your favorite superheroes. If you like DC a little bit more than Marvel, I'm gonna talk about these different characters that I want to touch upon in different worlds. And with the game being called MultiVersus, I think this game can have a huge roster. Not even just with these kind of characters. You got DC heroes and iconic DC characters, cartoons, Looney Tunes. These are characters I grew up watching. I haven't seen too much of Adventure Time, and I didn't even see too much of Game of Thrones. Heard that last season wasn't really all that good though, or at least the ending. But I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, I love Scooby-Doo, Steven Universe. I watched Superman, Batman. We're doing the Justice League, and just different sort of movies and more. Bugs Bunny is just original from the iconic 90s, the old school Looney Tunes with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, and so many more characters that can be in this game. But I'm just going to go through my little list of characters. Characters I want to see for future DLC. I just want to keep it on the screen here so y'all can see the characters. And something else that I like about this game real quick, even though you don't have the current skin unlocked free, because you have to level up that particular character to upgrade their mastery level, which is the number that you see in the bottom left corner next to the little pictures. I like the pictures too. Smiling, just the characters, the color design, so much more. But just for example, see the Task Force X, each character has a skin, but you'll be able to unlock it as the more you play with that particular character. So maybe if you're a Harley Quinn main, I've seen a lot of Finn's. He doesn't even have a skin, but he just gets like a different color gradation. I've seen him red for some reason to represent Red Team. But some characters have their own skins. You got Boogie, Pirates, and so much more. Summertime Task. It's just so many amazing characters. So it just shows that this game can have so many alternate costumes that can be paid DLC, and they can expand with these different characters. And who knows how many characters they can get on the screen. See, you don't know who's going to be next. Who's going to probably be the first featured character that's going to be DLC. But now I'm going to share my uh, list of characters that I want to see in the game, and it could be so much more, but I don't want to make a whole giant list. I just made a good amount of characters just to expand and just to share with some of you guys that are new. And you guys can share your list of characters in the comments, maybe your most wanted and DLC predictions, or what you guys think is going to happen for the game. And this game is going to be free to play, but it's with in-game purchases. So these characters that are going to be coming out, I don't think they're going to be free. Curious how much they're going to charge, and how everything's going to work out with what they say, microtransactions and everything like that. That's going to be in it. You probably buy the battle pass. You'll probably be able to get more additional rewards for getting the pass, a premium pass, or however they choose to implement in-game purchases for the Multiverses. But I wanted to start with Ed and Eddy. I love these guys. I love the cartoon from Cartoon Network. Is one of my favorite shows. And Eddy. Not saying they have to come out all together, but they can just get someone from the show. They can get Rolf, anybody from the show. It'll be really funny to see. And if they got all these different iconic cartoons from Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes, and Adventure Time and Steven Universe, and so much more, what's stopping them from getting the Eds or someone from the particular trio to come out, and maybe the player can switch between the three characters to be able to play as them and stuff like that. But anime characters, I want to see Sailor Moon, Goku. Another favorite anime I like to share for this video, Yu Yu Hakusho, is one of my favorites. They got Yusuke up in the game using his spirit gun, spirit shotgun, and spirit cuffs that can probably give him a little bit of a buff. I have several ideas that how they can probably use Yusuke to be implemented in this game. I want to see all types of different characters from these worlds, and I think they can seriously get an anime character from some of those shows or some of your favorite anime or manga. One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy, Naruto, I put in my list, and so much more. It goes on and on. It's a ridiculous amount of anime characters they can probably have in this game that's going to attract people from Dragon Ball Z fans and so much more. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Anybody watch that show? Johnny Bravo, Kids Next Door. We can get a Kids Next Door rep. Let's get a couple reps from there, like number 4, or just any one of the Kids Next Door reps. I don't know what you guys think of that show. I just love watching that. Dexter's Laboratory. Dexter could be in this game. Ben 10. I would like to see him. He's one of my top favorites and one of my favorite shows that I watch from Cartoon Network. And see how they got Bugs Bunny. Just picking just for the example. I got Star Wars vibes from just listening. But just a little example, I brought up Daffy Duck because, of course, he's in my list. He can come out as Duck Dodgers. He can battle it out with Bugs Bunny and have different unique voice lines. And that's something else that I really like about this game. Certain characters will say certain things depending on who the opponent is. So if they get knocked down or just during the beginning of a fight, Bugs Bunny can have an interaction, unique voice lines with Daffy Duck, or he can come out as Duck Dodgers, but that could be a skin. See what I'm saying? It's so many separate ideas, unique lines against and with Bugs Bunny. So when he's teaming up with him and he goes down, he can have something unique to say. And then when he's battling him, for example, something really funny, just a little reference from it, when they will always say, it's rabbit season, it's duck season. And then he said, it's rabbit season. And then just it's just an iconic scene. He said, duck season, fire. And then Elmer shot him. So he could be in the game too. So that's how I like how these developers really designed this game, where the characters will have certain things in different, all types of voice lines depending on who the opponent is. So it's just a little bit of an example. Let's just bring it back up on the roster so everybody can see. But it's just so much more that they can add to the game. It's amazing already, but it can go above and beyond just with all these amazing characters. Anybody remember Thundercats? Thundercats, or just from the intro, Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Y'all remember that one? And then the original Teen Titans. I would like to see something like that. One of the original Teen Titans from Cartoon Network, not from Go, Teen Titans Go. I want to see the original models of the Teen Titans being represented. Starfire, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Robin, and Raven, and what's stopping them from adding Mammoth and some of the villains, Jinx and Gizmo. It's so many other characters, Slade or AKA I forgot what he was. I forgot what was it Slade? I think it was Slade from the show, something like that. Who was the main antagonist, really responsible for sending all these Cinder Block and all the other ones and the other characters. Static Shock. I think a lot of people would like to see him in the game. I put him in my list because it's another show I grew up watching on Kids WB, and I'm surprised the music stopped. I don't know if that's a bug, but at least y'all be able to hear me. Godzilla, and just with the Iron Giant. Who's to say that they cannot add more giant characters in this game? Godzilla, King Kong to get on the roster. How amazing would that be to be able to be into the game? And just expanding, let's head on over to Hogwarts and pick up Harry Potter and get him up in the multiverses. Somebody from Hogwarts can probably be in the game. Hermione or Ron, but Harry Potter is definitely going to be perfect for this game, using all those different spells from his wand, and he can be a mage easily for his class. See what I'm saying? And it fits his character. And anybody think they can get a Marvel superhero up in this game? Spider-Man, I put him in my list. The Powerpuff Girls, all these different characters. And I definitely think they can get a Marvel character or a Marvel superhero, somebody from Marvel to be represented. They got DC. What's stopping them from being able to get a Marvel superhero? What kind of Marvel superheroes do y'all want to see? Mojo Jojo for the Powerpuff Girls. Scooby-Doo, you got Shaggy and Velma. I still can't believe this. Velma being into this game. She is one of the most unexpected characters I think they ever revealed for this game. And they got Shaggy. Why not Scooby? Scooby can't get a spot. He can't get a slot in this game. Curious to see what you guys think. And something else that caught my attention. I know I'm in the lab. Let me see. Can I select it here? You can select it right in here. I didn't even know you could. Leaderboards. See. They got Fred's icon. I got Garnet Star. She's one of my favorite characters in this game. See, look, Fred style. It's Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo or Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Why is this in the game? He can't be in the game, so I put him in it. It'll be really fun to see him be playable. They can probably get all the Scooby-Doo characters up on the roster with their own unique moves. Daphne as well, and Fred can have some unique voice lines when he goes against Daphne. See what I'm saying? And Scooby and Shaggy, who knows what he'll say to Scooby and Shaggy and Velma. And I don't know if this has any. This could be a potential hint. I don't know what this could mean, or maybe it's just there as just another Scooby Doo reference. Maybe it's just a profile icon. Maybe he's not going to be a character in this game. Who knows? But the music stopped. The music definitely stopped. I'm not sure if it's bugged. But let's get back to the roster. It's so many more characters I want to see. Samurai Jack, and then just wrapping up. I don't want to make it too long. Samurai Jack, y'all remember that show from Cartoon Network? And then a villain from his show or from his universe, Aku. And he said Aku. He started yelling his name. And this is an old classic. How about Popeye the Sailor Man? They can't get him. He could be in this game too. And then he can eat spinach. You see how they have different animations? And you see how Bugs Bunny eats the carrot? He can, and Shaggy fights with sandwich. He'll throw sandwiches at you too, and he can throw a giant sandwich at you as well at that. Popeye the Sailor Man can probably recover by eating some spinach. Or maybe he can get like a small buffs during his animations, and he gets stronger. He'll be able to deal more damage with his attacks and so much more. And then just with all the different characters, well, outside of just the cartoons, I know I mentioned Harry Potter, but I wanted to go as far as mentioning Neo. How about the one from the Matrix? They can get him, and just all the reactions. I cannot imagine just the amount of players that's going to be playing this game. If they can get like a character from the Matrix, they can get. It doesn't have to be Neo. They can do Agent Smith. They can get Trinity, Morpheus. It's so many different characters they can really expand on. And this is Game of Thrones is a TV show. Game of Thrones is not even a movie. See what I'm saying? So they can definitely be able to pick up some different characters by surprise for future DLC as the game continues to grow and gain more of a player base and they add even more content. Neo could be in it, Space Ghost, and then some Adult Swim characters. I know some people want to see Rick and Morty. I haven't seen too much of that show, but I selected the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Frylock, Meatwad, and Shake. They can get like Frylock and shooting from his shooting lasers from his eyes and stuff like that from the show. It'll be really cool. And then Family Guy, they can get Stewie Griffin running around shooting his gun. Why did the music stop? Oh, right. All I had to do was attack. I didn't know it. I didn't know that was possible. It just it cuts off when you just stand idle for a minute for a certain amount of time. But that's just my little list of characters. But let's just go back to the little menu or return home. I just like the design of the menu. Just everything is good. And it's crossplay right off the bat. You can practice, do custom games, do different challenges, and just with those DLC skins, they could be unlockable skins for those the challenges and stuff like that. Some of them are part of the battle pass, but they can give more of a bigger challenge and a tougher challenge, not just leveling up, but just doing certain missions to unlock additional missions or a series of missions, consecutive missions to unlock those different skins outside of just getting extra gold. Because you use the gold right now.
Speak. What is it you require?
I thought she was gonna say something else. You use the gold to unlock the characters like Batman, Stark, and Superman, and Steven and Steven Universe characters and more. There's just so much more that they can bring into the game, and that's why I'm so excited to see what else they're gonna bring out. Who's gonna be our first character for DLC, and what do you guys think? Who would you put in your list of characters to be in this game? And clashes of Looney Tunes, DC heroes, and villains, and so much more. TV show characters and more. I think just almost anybody can really make it into this game, and that's why I'm so excited to play more of it as it continues to grow, and the open beta to try out the Iron Giant to see just how big he is, and if they can implement him, if they implemented him into this game, since he's part of the roster already, how's it going to fit for characters like Godzilla and King Kong, for example? But it just shows the amount of talent behind the team. It's just so much that they can do, and I just can't wait to see who else they add into the game. But I just wanted to share a little bit of some future DLC characters that I wanted to share and maybe see for this year and maybe going into the next year, and see who they can bring out and bring into the roster. I think these some of these characters that I mentioned are some of my favorites, and I could have made the list a little bit longer, but I just wanted to share some of them, and just to expand different worlds and different cartoons, movies, and more. And they can add more villains too. It doesn't really have to be all heroes too.